How to withdraw crypto from a trust wallet and eventually cash out. There's a few different ways to do this depending on which crypto that you own and the amount of it that you own. You can do it directly within Trust Wallet, which we'll look at. The other way is to actually withdraw the crypto to a crypto exchange for much lower cost and also good fiat currency on and off ramps. We'll go through all of that throughout this video. I'll leave timestamps below and links to Binance and Bybit, which are going to be the cheapest ways to cash out of crypto and then get it out into fiat currency. You can check the details via the links in the description. The first thing is, which cryptocurrency do you have? If we want to do it within the app, we need only the largest cryptocurrencies. So as you can see for BNB Smart Chain and Bitcoin, if I click on these, you can see the More tab here. So I'll click More, and then there's a direct method of selling. So you can see that for BNB. And if we go back to Bitcoin as well, you can go More and then Sell, and you can see that there's an option for that as well. If I go down to a smaller token, for example, PancakeSwap, and click that, there is no more option. And so you cannot directly sell out of Cake and cash out of that token. And that will go for many other smaller tokens as well. So if you have a smaller token, you're going to have to swap that into a larger token first. How to sell out of a smaller token into the larger token in order to sell out then. So as we can see, this smart chain right here, which is the BNB token, BNB Smart Chain, you can press More and you have an option to sell out directly within the app. If we scroll down to PancakeSwap, you can see that option doesn't exist, but we can press Swap right here. And then what we want to do is press Swap Cake. That's going to take us through to the decentralized exchange directly within Trust Wallet, which is using the Binance DEX, I believe. Now, this is only for BNB chain tokens. So if you have a token on the BNB chain, what you're going to want to do is use this swap feature to swap it into this token here, which is BNB. That's going to give you the value in BNB, and then you can use the sell feature directly within Trust Wallet to actually move it out to a bank or a card. So that's only for BNB chain. So what we can do here is just press the amount of Cake or other token that we have if it's on the BNB chain and swap it right into BNB. Just press Approve Cake right here. You'll have to pay a gas fee to approve the Cake. And then if we scroll down as well, you can see Preview Swap. You can press Preview Swap. It's going to show you the details of the swap and then go through with that swap. So that's going to be an on-chain transaction. So you have to pay some gas fees there. You can also use a decentralized exchange as well, like PancakeSwap, to do this directly. I've got some tutorials on that, which I'll link in the description, maybe a little bit cheaper for you. But you'll need, if you have BNB chain tokens, to swap it into this BNB Smart Chain token right here. Now, if you have tokens on a different network, it's going to be different again, because the tokens that are supported through Trust Wallet directly to sell out are very different. So as you can see, Ethereum is supported. If you have Ethereum on the Ethereum blockchain, you can press More and sell directly. If you have Bitcoin, that is supported for directly selling. However, if you have Tether not on Ethereum, so this Tether is actually on Ethereum right here, and you can press that and you can sell out directly. If we go over to the tokens and press USDT and then switch on the Binance version, if we press done here and go down, what you'll see is you don't have the option to sell out directly. So you just have to make sure, whichever chain that you're using, if you want to sell out directly from Trust Wallet, you have to have a token that's supported. So it's basically Ethereum tokens, Bitcoin, and then if you're using Binance Smart Chain or BNB chain, you'll have to get it into BNB in order to sell out directly within Trust Wallet. Once you have an asset that is available to be sold out directly within Trust Wallet, we can now do that. We'll go to Smart Chain right here, which is the BNB token. We'll go to More, and then we'll go to Sell. And what you can see here is that I have an option of ramp. Now, you may have a different option here. It's going to be dependent on which country that you live in as to the supplier. What these third parties are is basically a payment provider that links up you selling crypto and then transferring that into fiat currency to send to your bank or a card that you have with the third party. Now, you're going to have to sign up for an account with this third party. You can see Ramp here. This may be Binance Connect as well, which is Binance's version of this, but we'll click on this. So I need to sell an amount of crypto. So I'm going to press 0.2 right here. Now, I think the minimum transaction value right here is around $50. So if you have less than that, this option also isn't going to work for you, but I'll go through a cheaper option that we can use in a second. But I'm just going to press Ramp Global here, and it's going to come up with this option. You want to sell some BNB, and it recognizes that I'm in the UAE, and so it's going to sell me into US dollars within the UAE. As you can see here, you can see all of the different countries that are supported, but the fiat currencies that are supported are very limited. You can see US dollars and euros, and I think GBP is supported as well, obviously just for the UK, mostly dollars. And so if you have a bank account in your country with a US dollar account, or you have like a fintech app with US dollars, then that should be okay. But you're going to have to switch from dollars into your local currency if you want to do that. So many steps to go through here, which is very frustrating. You can also see the details right here. Huge fees. You're paying around $5 in fees to receive $50. So that's a 10% fee on the way out. Incredibly expensive. However, you will be able to get this money out into a card as long as the currency is supported. So you can go through with that transaction if you want and sign up for an account with Ramp or the other providers. And that is how you would cash out directly within Trust Wallet. So that's easier, but it's definitely way expensive. And there is a better way of doing things, more robust way, which we'll get onto now. It's a much better, cheaper, and longer term solution to have an exchange account. You may have one already, but the flow of assets right here is we need to withdraw our assets from Trust Wallet and get them into a crypto exchange that allows us to trade into other currencies or other fiat currencies. And then we can use that crypto exchange to withdraw to a bank account or a service provider that we have. So I'll go through that right now. With a centralized exchange, we'll have to make sure that it actually accepts the tokens that we have first. So you can go and search for the supported tokens on a centralized exchange. For example, Cake right here, you can see that it is supported on Binance. The trading fees are going to be way cheaper as well on here. So you can just send in smaller tokens directly if they are supported. If they aren't, then you'll have to use a bigger token again. So what you can do is go and search for tokens that are supported. So for example, if you have BNB chain right here, that's obviously supported on Binance. If you have US dollar tether on a different chain, again, just go and search for that in Binance and see what is supported. So if you press USDT right here, you should be able to see deposit addresses. So if we click deposit right here, we can actually go through with a deposit and then select a network. So on Binance, they support US dollar tether on the BNB chain, on AVAX, on Ethereum, on Matic. So if you have it on another chain, it may be supported here for you. So again, what we're going to do is actually choose BNB to send in. And then we need to go over to our Trust Wallet and we're going to press send on here. So you need to send into the exchange. So you press send and it says, what is the address that you want to send to? So we go back to our crypto exchange. We select the coin that we want to receive, select network, BEP20 BSC. So that's the chain that this is on, right? The Binance Smart Chain or the BNB Smart Chain. So I'll click that one and then it gives me my deposit address. So I can now copy this deposit address and that is the address that we use in our Trust Wallet. You can also just use this scan feature just to scan the QR code that's on your Binance account, which I'll do right now. After you scan the code or input the code, you just have to choose how much of the crypto that you want to send. So I'll press max right here. Then I can just press next down at the bottom. It's going to show me the details of where I'm sending the assets to, the full address, just double check that. It will also show you the fee that you're going to pay on the blockchain. You do have to pay a blockchain fee right here. Always leave a small amount of the crypto in your wallet if you still have other assets in there, just to leave some money for gas fees to send them out. But once you do that, you can then press send and that will go over to your crypto exchange. If you don't have a crypto exchange set up yet, I'll leave full step-by-step guides for Binance, Bybit, and others in the description for you to see how they work. But once a crypto exchange has your assets, we can now go and trade it. So I put some BNB in right here so we can see BNB, and I'm going to go ahead and trade this. And you can see the options right here just around my head. I'm going to search BNB GBP for me. So that's obviously a fiat currency that we can swap directly into. As you can see here as well, we have other options for BNB. So you can actually search for other fiat currencies like euros. So we're going to type euro BNB and it should be able to trade into euros right here and other fiat currencies as well that may be supported. So just check the fiat currency that you have. Now, if you're using dollars right here, you can swap it into BUSD. BUSD is basically dollars on the Binance exchange. And when you have BUSD and withdraw that, they will withdraw that one for one with dollars into either your bank account or your card. That's for now as of making this video. BUSD is being sunsetted, and so in time they may switch that BUSD out into potentially US dollar Tether or one of the other stable coins. But if you can't find US dollar as a fiat currency option here, just know that you'll have a stable coin and you can press withdraw on that stable coin and they'll switch it into dollars for you if they can do that, depending on where you live in the world. So we can just now sell the BNB into something else. So I'll show you an example here into GBP and press sell. So I have an amount of BNB in here that I can sell, and you can see the amount of GBP that I would sell into. Just press sell BNB. You can choose a market order to sell directly or a limit order. I won't go through them now. You can see the tutorials in the description if you want to know what those order types are. If you don't, but you can just press market sell an amount of BNB like this, press sell BNB, and that will go into the fiat currency that you have if it's supported, or the stable coin right there. If you have a currency on the exchange that can be withdrawn, you can now go through that process. So as an example with GBP here, I'm going to press withdraw, and then you see the withdrawal options. On GBP, you have bank transfer and bank card. So the bank card is still 1.8% as a fee, which is way lower than we saw in the Trust Wallet app doing that directly. And as you can see, bank transfer is 1 GBP here. If we press bank card as a Visa, we can press continue. You just have to put your card details on the app and go through KYC on the exchange and everything, which I won't go through in this video. But you can see your card details here, enter the details, and obviously that's a transaction that can go through, and press continue with that. But that is how you would actually cash out eventually from crypto in your Trust Wallet out to the exchange and then to your payment provider. I'm James with MoneyZG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.